Two girls.
Interrupted. All the comments were like, Alisha, you interrupt Remi. And I was thinking, no, I don't. We're having a conversation.
Kylie Cosmetics for me is a hit or a miss.
That's crazy. Remi is glowing.
Oh
and I was like, she is.
Mwah.
Mwah, bye.
The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Pretty basic. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Pretty Basic. I am Remi Cruz.
And I am Alisha Marie. And we have a lot to talk about today. But at the same time, okay, here's the thing. I don't know if anyone else feels this way.
Right out the
with
gate.
Their best friend. No. I'm so passionate about this. Because what I was going to say is I feel like I've seen you a lot lately. But at the same time, I feel like we haven't had an actual time to catch up and just like chit chat.
I feel that also. I feel like we've been seeing each other a lot, but in group settings. Like sometimes you need your one-on-one bestie time.
I think that's what it is.
You know what I was thinking about too? While you're listening to this, we are in Japan.
Oh my God.
We're going on our girly girl trip. You and I, we're spending a week in Japan, in Tokyo specifically. And then the second week that we're in Asia, we're going to Seoul and we're going to go tack on to my parents' trip, which we already know this. But I was thinking about it. I don't know if you and I have spent 2 full weeks together uninterrupted / also traveling, right? Oh. I don't think we've ever done 2 full weeks. Which, I mean, we're going to be fine. But I do think at the end of the 2 weweeks, we're going to be like, love you.
Need a break.
See you in a couple weeks.
And then we go back to record and we're like, oh, I just saw you.
Hey, girl. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't think we've ever spent that much time together.
I don't think we have either. Because we've definitely traveled for about the same amount of time. But I do feel like either, like the last time we went to Tokyo, I flew my parents out. So I broke off from you. You remember?
No.
Or not the last time the first time we went to Tokyo.
I literally have the worst memory ever. Was that when we went?
With Benefit.
Oh.
When we both extended.
Oh,
so
yes, that's right.
I feel like
forgot
we've
about
done
that.
lots of trips where we've like extended, but then maybe, I don't know, Cal will come out or Ashley will come out and it is interrupted like you said. It's so funny that we do travel really well together, but I could see how 2 weeks together is a long time.
2 girls uninterrupted. Is that the thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Interrupted. Isn't that a movie, Girl Interrupted? Is that what kind of movie is that too?
Sorry.
Sounds like a...
It kind of, the first thing that popped into my head was Tall Girl, and I knew that wasn't like
But
I was like, why did that pop into my head?
Let me look it up. Girl Interrupted. Yeah, it is.
Wait, what
Girl Interrupted. Oh, it looks like a thriller, perhaps?
Angelina Jolie.
Ooh, Winona Ryder. Oh, it is Angelina Jolie. Oh, it is Seductive and Dangerous. Interesting. 2 girls interrupted. Sorry.
No, you're good.
This podcast is literally 2 girls interrupted.
2 girls interrupted. Well, 1 girl interrupting the other.
Just depends on the day.
I have to say, I've gotten way better.
You have gotten better. And there are days where I interrupt you. And that is just best friendship.
It is. If you're a newer listener, when we first started and I didn't know I had ADHD, all the comments were like, Alisha, you interrupt Remi. And I was thinking, no, I don't. We're having a conversation. We're having a full-on conversation. We were, but I definitely, I've gotten better.
I saw this funny TikTok of a girl that was like, she's a stop motion cleaning TikToker. Like that is her content.
Her niche?
Yes, her niche. And so she was like filming her TikTok. And it was funny because she was pushing in the dishwasher rack, but she'd like push it in an inch because it's stop motion. And then you have to get out of the way, obviously, so you could cut it. So she'd push and then she'd like do a dance move. And then she'd push and then do a dance move. And she's like, me when I have ADHD and this is my niche. And it was just like funny to watch her do it.
Oh my God. No. Stop motion. I feel like I remember the first time I actually put together stop motion is like you have to move it the tiniest bit and move out of the way. Like it takes forever.
What is that? Like I'm thinking of like claymation. Like what's that one show on Nickelodeon that had the guy with the weird smile? Do you know what I'm talking about? No. Hold on. I have to look this up. I'm so sorry. Or Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
The Shell.
Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
Oh my God.
Nickelodeon claymation. Shows. Oh, they had a bunch. Oh, this one, Mr. Meaty.
Wait, what?
You remember this one? Mr. Meaty? That's literally us.
No. Wait, put that on the video, screenshot it. That is us.
Anytime there's like a short person and a tall person, I'm like, that's us.
No, literally.
Snooki and JWoww.
Oh, 1,000%.
Well, actually, I'm going to be honest. I've never watched Jersey Shore.
I did when I was younger, but I remember knowing I would always put it on when my mom wasn't around or something because I knew that they wouldn't let me watch it. So
what was like bad about it? They were just partying a lot, right?
Oh, again, Christian household.
Oh, yes.
We watched Veggie Tales. You know what I mean?
I loved Veggie
Oh,
Tales.
it's a bop.
I loved Veggie
Do
Tales.
people still say bop? Ew, I'm old.
I said slap the other day and I was like, ooh, aging myself.
It's fine.
But Jersey Shore, I've been compared to Snooki my whole life. I think just because I'm short and curvier, and also because I just get really crazy when I get drunk and I do the splits and I flip. Like, I've been called Snooki since I was in high school. Also, I remember specifically there were these Target boots. I forget what the brand was, like maybe Massimo or one of those other Target brands. And they were these like $20 half slippers, half boots. And I still have them at my parents' house.
Wait.
They're like, they looked like Ugg boots, but they were like literally slippers. But like every girl in high school wore them and they looked like Snooki boots. So I'd wear them around. Everyone would be like, Snooki.
I never thought you looked like Snooki.
Snooki?
Why did I said Snoopy and Snooki.
I love it. No, keep it, please.
No, we can keep it.
Snooki.
But this, as it came out of my mouth, I was like, what? I never thought you looked like her until the cherry on top for me was that one year at Coachella when you teased your hair and it was half up and it was like so big. And I was like, I see it.
I love it. And you give JWoww.
I feel like us as a duo. What are other iconic duos?
I feel like you kind of look like JWoww.
Do I?
In some
Does
little
she have
like
brown eyes?
I don't know. I assume so.
I think so.
But I just feel like certain little aspects of you I could see.
We should watch it because I too don't feel like I actually know the lore.
The lore. Oh yeah.
I don't know who dated who. I just know there was fighting.
I know Sammy and Ronnie. Correct? Anybody in the room that's watched Jersey Shore? No one's looking at me. Sammy and Ronnie were together, and there was like a letter. I always thought Vinny was really cute.
I was about to be like Vinny Hacker. Oh my God. It shows how much I know. It's just crazy.
Always nodding behind the camera.
The like reality TV then was so funny because we all truly thought it was so real. Like we didn't understand the producer's role. There were so many things, they did just for the show.
I still to this day don't understand it. I'm sure it's different show to show, but I mean, like VPR, for instance.
Did you watch the finale?
Not yet, but do you think that it's over? Like a lot of people have been saying it's the series finale.
No. No. That was a season finale for sure. I have a lot of thoughts. We should dive into it.
I would love to dive into it, but I've been seeing because of the montage they did of
So
there's a world where it could be the series
They
finale.
did the same thing on season 8, and I only know this from a TikTok that I saw.
Okay.
But that was one of the last times that entire cast was together. So this could be, like, it could still continue, but maybe they're going to add someone or get rid of someone, etc.
I kind of hope Ariana leaves for her
sanity.
Her mental health.
They also said that they're postponing the next filming. So obviously they're going to continue filming, but they were supposed to set to film in summer, and they're going to give twice as long.
A break,
so clearly they're still filming.
They need a break.
But I'm curious who's all going to be necessarily coming back.
The day that this episode comes out is the day that allegedly Something About Her is supposed to actually open.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Which we should do a Cooking with Remi taste test.
So I also saw a TikTok. This episode really is for the girlies. We should talk about all
reality
pop culture,
TV.
reality TV, and some maybe like products and favorites we're loving.
I would love to talk about pop culture because I eat it up.
I love it. I just feel bad when I don't know about it, so then I don't have anything to add to the conversation.
I think a hard part too is I am often misinformed because
as we all are.
I will skim a headline or I will watch 30 seconds of a TikTok and be like, I get it. And then I come on here and I tell you and everything is wrong.
Or by the time the episode comes out, it's
so
completely
different.
changed.
Okay, let's talk about VPR though.
Okay, Vanderpump Rules. Watch the finale. Do you want spoilers? Do you not want spoilers?
I know pretty much everything that went on.
Okay.
I think spoiler alert, if you're listening and you don't want to know, skip forward a little bit.
Yes, I would definitely.
But I'm fine to hear.
There's nothing. I will say there's nothing like crazy, shocking that happens, but the ending was very. I saw the teasing for it, and they hyped it up like, the ending of the finale episode. And I remember when I was watching, I was like, okay, it's probably like not that crazy. And it actually was. Oh my God, I was invested. So multiple things. One, I did see that season 8, they did a similar ending, but obviously now we're on season 11. I think we just
finished 11.
So I don't think the show's going away, especially simply because of the uptake in like views that this show got the past 2 seasons.
That's true.
I don't think they would end it here. I did see a TikTok that Stassi Schroeder was on, and this was a few years ago, but she was saying they originally were you know how they came out with The Valley?
Yeah.
this is all what she said in some interview years ago, but apparently they were going to come out with the Valley Rules, and the cast from Vanderpump, or the majority, was going to go to the Valley Rules, and they were going to keep Vanderpump Rules about waiters.
Interesting.
So they were trying to do that. Also, I know
that was right before COVID, I think, right?
Yeah, around that area.
I think I listened to that same interview too, actually.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes sense, because they did just come out with the Valley, which makes sense because older, have kids, etc.
I love the Valley.
I will say I'm like halfway invested. I just don't necessarily like some of the characters. See, this is the thing about reality TV. Like, it's all entertainment, and like we see them as characters, but they're real people.
We saw Scheana actually.
Oh my God,
recently
we did. I was too
event.
scared to say hi.
No, well, also because like I feel like that could have gone 50-50. She either could have been like really nice or really rude. I don't know. And I just didn't want it. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really care, but I didn't want it to ruin the facade.
No, I'm so obsessed with Vanderpump Rules, and I'm like, I don't want to meet any of them because I don't want to ruin how I feel about the show. Like, I like that it's like my little like, oh, I'm gonna go watch Vanderpump now.
But like, just like us, they are normal people.
Exactly.
And when we walked up, this was like at a very small event, and we walked up and we saw her. We were told actually as we walked in that like some of the VPR people were there. Pookie was there too.
I heard Schwartz was there, and I got so excited.
Oh yeah.
I love him. He's so funny.
I love him, but he's brain rot.
Yeah,
he's brain rot, but he's so funny.
But yeah, so we're at an event, and the girl working the event is like, oh my God, like, yeah, other talent, as
but
if we're
Pookie was there. Did you see Pookie?
Who's Pookie?
You don't know who Pookie is?
The TikTok girl?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant someone from Vanderpump. I was like, who from Vanderpump is Pookie?
Pookie was there.
Pookie. Oh, I know Pookie. Have you guys,
Pookie.
anyone listening, the TikTok of the guy being like, and Pookie, we're in Ashton.
Jet and Pookie. I eat them up. I think they're so cute.
I really thought you meant a Vanderpump cast member, and I was like, who are you talking about?
Pookie.
I didn't
Who would
see
be
her.
named Pookie in VPR?
Oh, I thought you meant in real. I was gonna say you. You're so Pookie vibes.
Thank you so much. Pookie was wearing a Balmain dress to the Kentucky Derby. I sent it to you.
Sorry, I thought you meant at the event we were at, and it was like a wellness spa thing, and I was like, who the hell was wearing Balmain there?
Balmain. She was wearing a Balmain dress, I think, to the Kentucky Derby, and I sent it to Alisha, and I was like, what I thought I looked like during our photo shoot in my Balmain dress.
No, yeah.
I was giving secretary.
No,
she was giving
stunning.
hot. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, but she looked amazing. But Pookie was there, and when we walked in, Scheana was there, and you and I were so weird.
We were. I felt myself be weird because I was just like, I know you have a podcast at Dear Media. We too are with Dear Media. Like, do I say that? Do I even like say hi? But also like, you're just like in the corner. Brock was there. Like they were like kind of doing this. I was like, I don't want to ruin it. I was like, I don't want to ruin it.
And like we didn't say anything, but we haven't even discussed this since after.
We haven't.
And then as we're walking up to our chairs, which is where she was just sitting with Brock, then they get up and they leave, and we're like, in my head, because we didn't talk about this, I was like, oh, we should have said something. And then she comes back to the chairs and she's like, oh, I think I left my camera here. And we were like, oh yeah, get your camera.
Yeah. No, we didn't talk about it afterwards.
So weird.
I remember. Okay, yeah. Basically, they were sitting at these two tables, and then they got up to leave. And then as we were standing there, one of the girls from the brand is like, "Hi, like these seats are for you." So she brings us, and I was like, "Oh my God, like that's funny," because they were just sitting here, and we were close enough. But I see a vlog camera underneath one of the chairs, and hello, I lost my vlog camera. At Coachella, you know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, whose camera is this? They need it. They need the footage. So then I see it and I'm like, oh, and then it hits me. Oh my God, it was probably Scheana's. And then she comes up and I was like, oh yeah, I was going to be like, the vlog camera, like someone should get it. And then I was just like, oh, Alisha,
the way she said nothing and walked away.
I know, but again, like it's like, you know, so.
Summer and Ocean are starting school this summer. Wait, we should do a variation of that.
Go ahead.
Pasta and Noodle are going. I can't. Wait, hold on.
Butter and Jelly are going to go get sandwiches for lunch and get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
No. You got to do one, like A, B. Dot, A. Right? Isn't that what it is?
So, River and Moon are going to the river.
This moon.
This next full moon.
In case you missed it, it was a meme. So sorry. Okay, continue on with VPR.
Yeah. So, love them. I love, even the other night it was late and I was like, okay, Ash and I went to her room. We were giving each other like updates, you know, like sister things. Cause I had come home late and I like lay on her bed and I'm like, oh my God, this happened, blah, blah. And she's like, oh my God, this happened in my day. And I was like, okay, I love you.
That's so cute.
It was.
That's so
I
sweet.
know. That's one thing I love about us. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go watch Vanderpump now. I was like, it looks like it's a good episode. So anyways, lay in bed. Also, the way that my bed is with the TV, you know how it used to be on the other corner? Well, now that it's on the left wall, my bed isn't facing it and it swivels out, but not good enough. So anytime I watch TV, I lay sideways on my bed. So it's right in front of me. And it's like the funniest thing ever. I have to like move all the pillows and then I get all like comfy. Anyway, episode honestly was really good. This whole season has kind of, you know, people have been like, oh, it's like Tom's like redemption arc, etc. Blah, 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 blah. I do think you should watch the whole season because it is interesting.
No, I'm going to get to it. I'm
Okay.
just really behind. I've been so busy, but
Okay.
I'm on episode like 6.
Okay, you're almost there. So a big theme throughout the whole season is Ariana is like, I will not be friends with anyone who is associated with Tom Sandoval.
And I get that.
And I get that. They were together 10 years. He cheated on her for 7-8 months. And obviously it was this huge ordeal last year, but obviously they're all filming the show.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of other cast members who are obviously in the same room with Sandoval or not necessarily rekindling their friendship necessarily, but they're like, okay, we have to be around you. So they're going to like talk to him, etc. And in some ways, like even there was one time they went to Tahoe and they do this like sound bath healing thing and they're supposed to like turn to each other and Scheana got paired up with Sandoval and they were together for 15 years. So then she's like starts crying and me knowing this is why I didn't say hi. Cause I'm like, I know everything about your fucking life. Like I'm like, hi, oh my God. Oh my God. Anyways. So she's like crying cause she's just like, I miss my old friend. For the first time I feel like I saw his real self again.
Also, there was an article or a podcast. I think it was a podcast. I think it was on Shenanigans. She said that he had given her money at one point, like 10 or 15 grand because she didn't have money. And so I think there's like definitely a very strong emotional tie there.
Yeah. So Sheena's trying, and Katie and Ariana weren't there. So throughout the season, I feel like there's been a few times where Sheena's trying to tell them like, oh yeah, I had a really good conversation with Sandoval. And obviously, you know, Ariana's like, I don't fucking care. Why are you telling me this? So,
and I get that too.
I know. And I get that too. And then Scheana definitely feels like she's like in the, not the middle because she's like, I'm forever ride or die Ariana, but like, this has been really hard for me. And I feel like I'm being put like in a hard position because of, you know, whatever, which everyone has their own opinions, but season finale. So she gets offered to do this, she sings like Good as Gold or whatever in the finale.
Obsessed.
And they're all in San Francisco. Tom's there because he's helping her like do the set. And like he flies out his whole band. Also, this is where I'm like, did he fly it out or is this like the producers paying for? He on the show, he paid for his band and sound tech to like come out, or not his band, sorry. I think it's just the sound people to come out from LA to San Fran to do her show. And she didn't know that until they got there. And she was like, oh my God, that was so sweet. You didn't have to do that. She's like, this is the old friend I knew, like the guy who was always like doing whatever and whatever and whatever. So she's just like, I feel really torn, but obviously, you know, she's put in a hard place. And then Brock is trying to like defend her because he's like, dude, we're just like trying to, you know, we're trying to do everything right, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward. Scheana talks to Ariana, is like, yeah, he flew out. So Tom flew out his sound people. And I thought that was really nice. And Ariana's just sitting there and she's just like blank face. Like, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything.
Yeah.
Then Scheana breaks down. It's just like, look, I'm so scared of losing you because I feel like there might be like, he's not a best friend, but like, he's definitely someone I'm still like, I care for and I still love him. And it's been really hard for like, it's just been hard, but I'm terrified I'm going to lose you as a friend because I'm scared if I talk to him, you will like cast me out basically. So then Ariana's like, oh my God, when did I ever say that? And then it literally the editors, the producers in this, they cut back to every time she said that the whole season. She's like,
so
you
good.
are dead to me if you are like his friend. If anyone associates, even to Schwartz, she was like, if you are his friend, I will never, you're not in my life anymore, blah, blah, blah. Like he doesn't have access to me, da, 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 whatever. And then, so her, Ariana, and the whole time, oh my God, sorry. Oh, there's so much. Ariana also brought her boyfriend now, because she has a boyfriend, to this show. So he's sitting there, and at one point, Sandoval like goes over to like say hi to him.
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
And then Ariana's just like on her, like, what the fuck? And then even the new boyfriend was just sitting there like, hi dude, or whatever. And it's just like, whatever. So that was very awkward. Obviously they filmed that. So Ariana's talking to Scheana and she's like, no. Like, you are in my life forever. You're family. I love you. I will never have you out of my life. I just will never say another word to him. Like, I do not want to talk to him. I don't want to hear conversations you have with him. I love you and you are allowed to do what you want to do, but he has no access to me. I will not talk to him. I don't want to have a conversation. And Scheana had a conversation with Sandoval where he was like, I think for the first time I've like realized in other ways where I've also like, I can give her this like an apology. Like, I finally can give her an apology because I'm aware to see blah, 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 blah. Right. So Scheana mentions that to Ariana and Ariana's like, I don't need an apology.
She needs to just keep her mouth shut.
She's like, I don't want an apology. I don't need an apology. I will not be associated with him.
Yeah.
Then of course, perfect timing. Sandoval pops in and is like, hey,
I saw that.
And
Ariana,
then she leaves. And then she literally goes cold stone blank face, turns around and like books it, leaves.
Good for her.
And then Tom's like, Ariana, wait. Then like chaos kind of like, you can tell some of the editing was really weird. The next thing you know, it like shows Ariana across the room and it's like the camera zooming in and there's all these producers who are talking to her and are like, Ariana, don't leave like this. Don't leave like this. Cause this is like the finale, you know? Mm-hmm. And she's just like going off on them like, like you guys are trying to like do this. Like, of course, when I'm talking to Scheana, like he just always wants to come in on when it's on camera, blah, 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 blah.
It's just like, you don't get to pick it. Like, he's such a narcissist. You don't get to pick and choose when you're ready to give an apology. Like, they have to hear you out. That's not how it works.
And then it goes to her confessional and she's like, all these times of living together, he's never tried to apologize. It's only on camera. It's all for show. Fuck that.
Oh my God, guys. I was on TikTok the other day and Melissa Murdoch posted a video about Kiss and Press lashes. In case you guys didn't know, Melissa's a celebrity makeup artist and shares all of her makeup tips. I love following her. I've picked up so many good little tips from her. And she's also Selena Gomez's makeup artist. Whatever product Melissa reviews, I buy. Any makeup tip Melissa has, I follow it religiously. And she mentioned that she uses Impress lashes for herself and her clients. A few tips that she shared is to, number one, curl your lashes. I always curl my lashes before I put any sort of lash anything on because as a girly with lashes that grow straight down to the ground, it is a necessity. The Impress lashes require no glue, so it's foolproof for someone like me who has difficulty applying lashes. Plus, I love the fact that I don't have to wait for the glue to become tacky. It is truly a game changer. When she was talking about the individual lashes, she mentioned that when she applies the Impress falsies onto the lash line, she showed a tip where she clamps the lash on after every single lash instead of waiting until the lashes are in a row to make sure it's really stuck on there before you apply the next lash. I will say I've been doing that since the beginning, but it is a very good tip.
Wait, I also love that tip. I also love Melissa. I didn't realize she was her makeup artist till the longest time, and then it all made sense because her makeup is so good, and Selena always looks so good. But I've seen her videos all over my For You page, and honestly, I wonder if she's ever put on an Impress press-on falsie on Selena. Wait, Rem, also a few weeks ago, you mentioned that there is the Impress No Glue Mani from the glazed donut collection. Once we finished filming, I immediately bought the hazelnut glaze. It's a beautiful hazelnut color and it's an almond shape, which I love my almond shape. I also bought the vanilla glaze, which is almond shape too. So if you guys want some, visit impressbeauty.com/basic and use code BASIC at checkout for 25% off Impress manicure and press-on falsies. Raise your hand if you have gut issues. I am raising my hand. You probably can't see it because I have gut issues. And you know what they say? Hot girls have gut issues.
I need someone to make that into a sweater immediately. That is such a good merch idea.
It really is. Something I haven't said to you guys recently is that I've been really, trying to be very diligent about not going on my phone the second I wake up in the morning. I've been trying to be very diligent about that, as well as taking my daily supplements.
You guys have probably seen Seed all over your TikTok or Instagram. You know what I'm talking about when you see it. It's that one with the forest green packaging, like the glass container. It's like so nice and beautiful. I found out about Seed through Nara Smith. If you're just getting into prebiotics and probiotics, Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotics is a great place to start. It can be so overwhelming by having to buy separate supplements. Seed makes it so easy, so you just take 2 capsules daily all at once.
DS-01 is a probiotic and prebiotic formulated to provide benefits for the gut immune function. I know having gut issues can be common. You can experience fatigue, breakouts, and digestive issues. I can literally notice a huge difference when I don't take my Seeds DS-01. I feel like my body feels great when I'm taking it, especially when I'm taking it consistently, and I'm starting to notice clearer and more glowy skin.
That's literally what I've been noticing too. Many probiotics require refrigeration. Seed makes it convenient by not needing refrigeration, and you also receive a free trial vial with the welcome kit, allowing you to take it on the go. This reminds me to pack it before we go to Korea and Japan.
Trust your gut with Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic. Go to seed.com/prettybasic and use code 25prettybasic to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/prettybasic. Code 25prettybasic.
Good for her.
So Ariana leaves with the boyfriend. They let her leave. And then the rest of the group is just kind of sitting there like, what the fuck do we do now? Like, also, like, this is so awkward. And then Sandoval starts going off being like, dude, I keep trying and like, it's not working, but whatever. And then Lala's like keeping her mouth fucking tight, like shut, right? And then finally she's like, no, I agree with Scheana, because Scheana was like, I just feel like this has been really hard. Like, it's like, whatever, ultimatum. Then Lala is like, I agree with you. Sandoval looks at her and is like, but you're too scared to say something. And then Lala pops off. She's like, oh, I'm not too scared. I have a lot that I'd love to say. I've been wanting to say, but I'm not too scared.
To him?
To him, the room, the cameras, etc. And she goes, but it's going to mean me breaking the fourth wall, AKA, like, you know, when you break the fourth wall in acting, it's when you look to the camera, like what I'm doing right now, like, hi guys, but you're supposed to pretend they're not there, which especially in reality TV, you pretend the cameras aren't there, right? So she's saying, but it's going to mean me breaking the fourth wall. And then she's like, we have all been on this show for so fucking long. We've all agreed to be on this season. We've all had to go through really hard times. We've been vulnerable. Part of us being on camera, you're expected to like be put in awkward positions. Every single one of us has done that. And this is Ariana's time. And I've never seen someone get cheated on and then become God. And she thinks she's Beyonce. She's so like above herself. Like, she like can like walk over and do whatever. Like, we've all had to have fucking hard ass conversations on camera and no, it's not fun, but this is her time, and like goes off, breaking the fourth wall of like what it's been like on the backside trying to film a show that they all agree on, which is why they kind of did that montage of like them all throughout the years. And then it was weird because this is one thing I hate about myself. That is also beautiful, but I can literally see every side to situations. Because then when she said that, I was like, dude, like they are filming a show and it's like, they all agreed to be on this show. And it's like, at what point?
But they agree in a dream world. Obviously, they all like in a dream world for.
It's like, what's fake, what's not. And that's been a lot of Scheana's anxiety this whole season. She's like, are you actually apologizing to me or are you not? Like, or is this for show? Is this for real? Like, that's what it's been. So this is why they've taken extra months off. Because it's like, clearly there's like real shit going on. Like, not that there's not real shit, but it's not produced. It is their real life.
I don't know.
It would be like us having a podcast and then willingly doing and like having a huge friendship breakup, but then willingly doing another season and then like being weird. You know what I mean? It's like for your own mental health, just like someone like not. But also it's great TV and it's great fucking drama.
I just think that Lala and Scheana though have been incredibly jealous of Ariana. Like Lala the whole time also has been like, she got cheated on. She's just upset to some degree that she got cheated on. She didn't have the same arc that Ariana had. Like that's truly where that stems from, obviously. I'm trying to think of like who exactly would want. Yes, when they all sign on to do this season, I'm sure they all
also
like,
when you get a great paycheck.
I think also just Ariana has her boundaries and that's fine. Like if also I'm sorry, people are watching for her. Like if she leaves, people don't care anymore.
I definitely
just,
would still watch.
But like a majority of people.
Yeah, there's a
also
huge
you won't care nearly as much.
No, I get that. So I feel like what's been real, it's like interesting. So one, they're taking that break. Two, I'm not sure like if she would even renew, because maybe she's at a point where she's like, you know what, fuck this, it's not worth the money and I just want out.
I think
which
she should.
Honestly, I think they literally started filming like a few weeks or a month. No, I think it was a few weeks after her finding out he cheated. Like everything's been documented. So that's why they're like, I think that we also just need time to like grieve and process and like figure that out. But also it's just like a weird situation.
It's also just weird because in the real world, if this were to happen to somebody and it's like, this is not the most outlandish thing, like this stuff happens, you don't have to do a TV show with them. So I understand everybody else. I understand Ariana having her boundaries. I understand everybody else feeling weird because like in what situation are you put back and forced to be with your best friend's ex-boyfriend who cheated on them with their best friend? Like it's like this stuff happens, but like you 99% of the time you're not forced to like film a TV show with
I was
them.
gonna say
so
it's the TV. It's interesting. I think what has happened is Ariana has the power to be like, I will only come. I don't know if this happened, but in my head this is what happened when after they did this new season. I'll re-sign up, but I'm not filming with him. And then I feel like every now and then they were able to kind of like get them somewhat closer together. Yeah. And then she's like, hey, I'm not talking to him. And then it's just pushed the buttons too much where she's like, I said from the beginning, I will not talk to him. Yeah. But then I feel like even her leaving that event that they were at, if it was any other castmate over the years, that wouldn't slide. They would be like, no, you're working, get in there. You know what I mean? But I think that's why if there is jealousy, which I could see from the other cast members, then being like, if I did that, I'd get yelled at and I'd have to come back.
Well, Lala's so jealous.
I like her now.
She goes on so many podcasts and is just like not being a girl's girl. Like she's so incredibly jealous.
Yeah.
It's like so apparent to watch.
I feel like she's like happy now that she's like pregnant again and like all that kind of stuff.
I think she's like definitely like softer, I think for sure.
Yeah.
But I just think like she's just so, it's so apparent. She's just so jealous.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, it was so interesting. So then on the first reunion, they're going to watch that end of the last episode. They all watch it together. So from what it seems like is in the reunion, Ariana doesn't even know that conversation happened, but she's going to be seeing it in front of everyone.
Oh, Lala saying all that stuff?
Yeah. The whole, everyone. Because, yeah, I saw a teaser that it was like Andy Cohen being like, oh yeah, we're going to watch it all together in the reunion. So.
Damn.
There's so many people who don't care about this shit because when it's other reality shows, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm so invested in this.
I just think she needs to leave. Like for her own, if they're not going to respect her boundaries, and like, why would they? It's reality TV, of course. That's like the producer's job. Then just take yourself out.
I know. And then it's hard too because it's like, obviously she's getting all these deals. And for the first time, like, I'm sure she went like from overnight, like she literally did go overnight to getting all these like amazing opportunities and deals and stuff. So it's so hard to be like, I don't know. That would be a hard position for her too. Cause she's like, do you guys even care about me? Like all these producers I've known for years, you know what I mean? It's like, they're like family in some senses, you know what I mean?
I'm sure.
Even Lisa, it's like, dude, you're all monetizing off of this, but like, I don't know. It's so weird.
She's going to be the new host of Love Island too. So maybe she'll just be really busy.
I could see that happening. Cause honestly, I just got her PR for her DSW shoes. And I didn't even know she did a collab.
I didn't either.
But she's killing it.
I mean, I think she could. Staying on the show obviously like keeps her more relevant, but like at this point, I think she needs to prioritize her mental health and her sanity because I feel like this is just so bad for her.
Yeah, I
just think it's sad.
Even one of the girls made a comment how 8 days later is when she got with this new boyfriend. So I'm like, this poor girl probably hasn't even had time to like heal.
Yeah.
Even like living in the same house as your ex for the longest time. Like
the whole situation's so weird.
The whole thing is so weird. So I'm glad that they're like taking time because they are real people.
The new boyfriend seems nice though.
Dude, didn't you see how long his hair was?
No.
There's an episode where it's like down after they showered or something.
Oh, wow.
It's like to his knees. Like it's so long. Yeah, I had no idea.
It's always just tied up in a bun.
I know. It's always like in a bun.
I thought it was like short in the back.
I know it's a bun and it's like so long. I was like, oh my God, I was not expecting that.
And they're long distance, right?
I honestly don't know. I don't think so.
Interesting.
I know. So all that to say, when we were talking about Jersey Shore, it's crazy how all the drama that, like, I'm sure that cast in some way feels like, damn, if people only knew. You know what I mean? Like
the Jersey Shore cast?
Yeah, because like the way Vanderpump is like seen now, like people understand that these are real people. People understand that there's producers like egging certain things on. Where with Jersey Shore, we were just like, oh, these people are dumb, or like, oh, they just party, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Crazy. So I'm invested. I'm excited for the reunion.
When is it coming on?
Next week, but 3 parts. 3 weeks. They stretching that shit out.
They did last time too, and episode 2 was unnecessary.
There's always 1.5 episodes of a 3-part reunion that are just not.
I might have to wait and then watch them all at once.
You should binge it, yeah.
I think I have to wait, yeah.
Oh, I will be watching weekly. Crazy.
Poor Ariana.
Oh, sorry, we can move on. I also saw a TikTok that someone said Katie and Ariana would be getting a spinoff or something, and it's called something about her, which makes sense because that is such a better TV show than a sandwich shop name.
Yeah,
like something about her is a good show name.
It is a weird sandwich shop name. I never even thought about that right now.
And it is. And then there was all this discourse of if it was even happening because it got shut down, blah, blah, blah. So I'm excited to see if it opens.
Apparently it's going to open up in like in a week or 2. Yeah.
Should we go opening day?
Yeah, wait in line in our merch.
Oh my God, I know.
Apparently there was all this drama though with the girl that is like helping them start it. That's why it's taken so long.
Because she wanted more ownership or something like that.
I mean, we'll see. I'm excited to see.
Oh, I'm excited.
There's a lot of sandwich shops too, so it's going to be tough competition.
I know. So,
but I will say, like, it being that like landmark from the show will make it automatically more popular than like a random deli, obviously.
I just can't believe for years I always saw Tom Tom on Santa Monica Boulevard, and I was just like, what the fuck is this place? Like, I never knew until last year. I was like, oh, it's like a place.
It's like a place. It's a landmark.
I didn't know the show, so I didn't know what it was because I'm newer.
I hope Raquel's okay also.
I came across a few of her podcasts.
Oh, she has a podcast?
She has a podcast, Remi. That no one, all the comments are just like, stop talking about this.
Oh, she's still talking. I remember hearing that she was going to start it. I didn't know it started already.
Yeah.
And she's still talking about it?
And Schwartz, this is so, like, no one cares. Schwartz's friend Joe, who like none of the girls like.
Yeah.
Because she's in love with Schwartz, even though, whatever. She like confessed that and he said he just wants to be friends. Went on Raquel's podcast.
Ooh.
I know. That's crazy.
If Raquel asked you to go on, would you go?
No.
Yeah. We're team Ariana over here.
Oh my God. I wouldn't. Oh my God. There's so much. I'm just like curious to find out. Curious.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? You know what we should do?
What?
We can both download all the VPR episodes and then watch them on the plane together.
Oh my God. Done.
That'd be so fun. And we could just like 1, 2, 3 and play at the same time.
Oh my God. Done. Down.
I need to watch that. I need to catch up on so much stuff. Wait. Can you wait to watch the reunion episodes till we're on the plane together?
Yes, but I might see stuff on TikTok.
We will see stuff.
So that's the only thing I'm like, but yeah, I could.
Okay.
And I would probably watch it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about that.
You're a worm with a mustache.
You're a worm with a mustache. I love Allie.
I do too.
I feel like, who do we give personality-wise in VPR in real life?
Ooh, that's kind of hard.
I'm going to be so honest. We both have Scheana tendencies.
Oh, for sure. I cry, anxiety. She mentioned she was medicated at one point. I was like, mood.
I feel like there's little dabbles of everybody.
Yeah.
Little bits. I feel like I do give Allie a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
I love when she's like talking about astrology and Taylor Swift all the time.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, did you see the new Eras tour?
Yes.
Crazy.
I did. I'm sad that, what's it called, was taken out of the set list.
The Archer.
No.
The Last Great American Dynasty.
No.
Tolerate It.
Tolerate It.
That's actually crazy she took out Tolerate It.
It was really, yeah, I loved that one.
I never really listened to, as we all know, I don't listen to song lyrics in general, but Tolerate It was the one that Alisha was like, you need to listen to it. So she made me sit there and like really listen.
So good.
It is a beautiful song, I have to say. It's stunning.
Yeah. But it makes sense that she did cut it because the next, or one of the songs from Tortured Poets, it's a similar setup of like them at dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one?
I don't know. I was scrolling and trying to find some yesterday.
What are your thoughts on the Tortured Poets department? Is that
As a whole?
TTPD? Yeah.
Yeah. At currently, which this could change because this happened with me with Evermore and Folklore, where at first I'm like not that much about it because it all is very like similar sounding.
Yeah.
But then months later I'll hear a song and be like, oh, how did I not hear this before?
Yeah.
You know when you hear a song, you know when you've listened to a song for a long time and then randomly one time you're listening to it, mind opened, explodes. It's like a whole new song you've never heard before. And you're like, oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That happened to me with a few of the songs. Oh, that happened to me with at the da 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 and the corner is strong. That one. Da na 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 da na 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 na.
I stayed there, dust collecting on my bed.
Right Where You Left Me? Is that what it's called? No.
Right Where You Left Me.
Perfect. That is the prime example of, I heard that song so many times and in one day it's like the lyrics actually soaked in and I just picture, I don't know what happened. Euphoria. It's like I reached another planet, another level, and no, I was not on anything. Like truly, I was just like, wow, like this is amazing. Like it's so weird how you can listen to a song so many times and then one time it just changes. That was that for me.
Do you think maybe something in your life happened where it just like kind of
clicked that I relate to it?
Yeah, maybe you just related to it more?
Probably. I just feel like that happens to me a lot with songs randomly. I'll be like, okay, it's good. That's why I get very overwhelmed. I don't know if you feel this way. When a new album drops, I kind of get overwhelmed because I want to listen to each song individually, but I also don't want to like skip around. Like I kind of get overwhelmed because I'm like, I'm going to love these songs, but I don't even know it yet. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not a skipper of an album. I only listen to albums when they first drop, like in chronological order for the most part. I like
chronological, I will
because
say.
they like made it that way for a reason. I actually haven't fully, I also, don't come for me, I definitely love Taylor Swift, but I wouldn't classify myself as a Swiftie. I love her stuff, but like, please don't come for me. I haven't listened to the full album yet. I've been hearing like little bits and pieces. And again, I'll start at the top. So I've listened all the way through to like tracks maybe like 8, and then I just stop. And then I have to start over again.
I'll send you the ones I like. Okay, love Florida just because of Florence the Machine. Like I love Florence the Machine. It sounds so good. But I don't listen to that one that much. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart is the top fave.
I love that one.
The Smallest Man who ever lived, top fave. So High School was one that I kept. Well, actually, Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, I really liked, but because I kept listening to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, it would go to that next. And then the same thing happened randomly. I was like, wait, holy shit, this hits. Like it just hits. And then So High School, I really like. And honestly, it's probably because of TikTok, because I'll randomly hear whether it's the bridge or a certain spot in the chorus or something. And I'm like, whoa, that's good. And then I'll go back and I'll listen. Whoa,
that's good. I loved the intro. As we're recording this, her first Paris show was last night. So I'm sure it's actually like going on probably like right now, but they're starting due to the time change. But the intro to the whole TTPD set was really cool. She's basically like a puppet, and two of her dancers, one of which I know is Cam, who I love, are basically setting her up to perform, and she's like almost like floppy bodied. And I feel like it's showing the similar to like I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, like the beginning of the Eras tour where she didn't want to perform. She was so heartbroken, but like went up on stage and hit her marks and did all these things. And it kind of like depicts those feelings I'm sure she was feeling. And I think it's really, really cool that now she gets to perform that whole set / also just like is now in love. I just think it's really, really awesome. It reminds me of that scene from Katy Perry's documentary where she finds out that Russell Brand wants a divorce. And she's crying in the makeup chair. It breaks my heart every time. I know everybody listening relates to this, or you've seen it and you cry too, where she's in the chair and he literally texts her that he wants a divorce.
I'm not kidding. I would never, that is a core memory of pop culture in my brain. Like when I will cry every time I watch that.
No, it's so sad. And then she decides to go on, and you can see when she's like up on that riser going up on stage, like she's sobbing, and then just like click, she like puts on her Katy Perry character, which is so sad. But I'm happy that she's in love, and I'm happy that she's having fun.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that Travis is so cute. Do you see he's getting into acting?
No way.
Yeah, he booked a role in I think a Ryan Murphy show.
Damn.
I know. I wonder if he'll be good.
Nope. I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure that check is good.
He's making so much money. It's crazy.
My God, that's crazy. I hope they're like actually in love. You never know. But they seem like it.
Speaking of Travis Kelce, he is the spokesperson of one of my new favorite products. And I feel like this is a good segue into our little favorite product segment,
I love it.
which we haven't done in a while. We've been planning to do this for so long, but then we always just like chit chat for so long. But we love like a pretty basic favorites.
We used to do it all the time when we first started.
So true.
Yeah.
And one product that I've been loving is Accelerator Energy Drinks, which Travis Kelce is the face of, as well as Zayn and Heath are ambassadors of. But it's just a delicious energy drink, and I've been liking it, especially on days like pretty basic. I was telling my blog this morning, on really busy work days, sometimes I just need that extra boost, and specifically the Tropical Punch Accelerator. It's one of my favorite flavors right now.
I just had the Rocket Pop one.
Oh, I love the Rocket Pop. They're honestly all good, and
They're really good.
I love like Alani Nu. I love Celsius. I love Accelerator. I love like
all of
trying
them.
all. Oh, I really like this one called Uptime too. They're just fun. But what I like about Accelerator is it tastes a little less carbonated than some other ones, which I love a carbonation, but sometimes I want a little bit less.
You know what I like? They're all clear.
Are they?
Yes.
I never pour it out of the can. It just goes straight into my stomach.
They're all clear, and it feels really healthy to not be ingesting something neon, you know? Like I'm like,
sometimes they are bright ass yellow green.
oh my God. Oh my, neon. And the one thing I really like, I feel like the flavor's really good and they're less carbonated. So I can kind of chug it a little faster if I need energy really quick.
True.
Oh, the guava one, which I heard they're getting rid of, which makes me really sad. That's my favorite one.
I love a guava.
I love the guava one. It's so good. Oh gosh. I feel like I've been loving so many random things lately. One of them, you're going to love this, is liquid eyeliner. Because I never, ever have liked it.
I thank God. The amount of times I'm at our house and I need liquid eyeliner and you're like, I don't have it. Thank God. What specific one?
The one size.
Love
Point
it. Made.
So good.
So good.
But here's the thing. The way I apply it is not normal.
Ooh.
I saw a TikTok about, or it was real. I saw a TikTok about this.
You saw some short form content.
I did, where someone had their like lashes done, or it was like individual lashes. And I love my Kiss ones, the press-on ones. And if your lashes ever look like there's space in between, you can take liquid eyeliner and just do the tiniest little dot.
Oh, I've seen that.
And it fills in your lashes and it like fixes it.
Do you not line your tight line ever?
With liquid?
No, with like a pencil liner.
My eyes can't do it. Like they can't do it. But like if I'm looking straight and there's like the tiniest little hole in my lashes, I'll just take the liquid and do like the tiniest little dot. It is magic and it fixes everything.
It's so good. I personally do my tight line, which is the
under
flap. I don't know. What's the word? I'm so sorry. Like your water line on the bottom, your tight line's on the top. And I do the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist. So it's waterproof.
I should try that.
Black pencil liner. I'll do that first. And even if I'm not wearing lashes, if I'm just doing mascara for the day or whatever, even if I just curl my lashes, it makes your lashes look so much more full. And then I'll do my liquid liner wing. And then I'll also, if anybody else has hooded eyes like myself, which I'm sure all of us Asian girlies do, or monolids, you take your liquid liner. Like when I wear lashes like this, if I wear anything in general, but especially shimmery, because my
the lid
lash line will touch my lid every time I literally existing, all of it will transfer onto the lash. So I just take my liquid liner and I color on top of my lash every time.
Oh my
and
God.
it is a game changer.
And
I'm
you
sure
love
everybody
your
knows
glitter.
that already. I love my glitter. So that's a really big game changer. And
oh my God,
I'm glad you like
that.
it. I'm glad you finally have it in your bag.
I'll
so
bring
I
it
can
when
use
we travel. Don't worry, in case you forget.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I love the one size. Another favorite of mine has been this. They sent this to me. This Brewmate water bottle. I don't even know what it's called, but it's amazing because, I mean, she's blue, which we love. She keeps your water cold all the time. I think it said 24 hours, but I'll keep this in my hot car with ice and it'll be good the next day. It's got a built-in straw, but it's silicone, so it's really easy to wash. The inside, though, I have to say, the inside straw is metal. I'll show off the cameras if you're watching on
what?
YouTube. Be sure to look at this. And then the best part of all, let me show you. You twist her on. The water is amazing.
Mm-hmm. It goes
and
down.
then you can twist it and boom, spill proof. So I'll throw her in my
I want
purse.
one.
And she'll fall over. She's fine. It's amazing. It's truly been like, I know I have so many water bottles, but this one has been one of my absolute favorites.
Wait, I want it.
I'll send you the link.
Please do.
How many? It's 40 ounces.
Holy shit, that's so good.
I
I also
right?
love, wow.
Yeah, 40 ounces.
They said they're coming for Stanley.
I know.
That's what they said.
It's so nice. And I love
I like
it
the
so
straw
much.
situation.
Yeah, she's great. And I just like
oh my God.
chew on her sometimes. Fun story. Actually, not fun story. Really sad story that was really scary, but I learned a lot in this instance. When I was looking to buy my house in 2020, I had everything set. I was ready to go. And then all of a sudden I found out I had a ding on my credit score because at some point in moving, I didn't return one of my internet routers.
What?
And so because of that, or I did ship it, but it didn't arrive or something happened. Basically, because of this one internet router, I could potentially not buy my house.
Wait, I didn't know this.
Yeah. I learned my lesson. Now every time I move, I make sure to track where my router's going. And also, I just wish at that time when I was returning my router or just in general, I had Kickoff in my life. I'm so glad that I have it now.
I actually discovered Kickoff a few years ago when I was thinking of getting a new car. Kickoff is a credit line that's only for credit building and not everyday spending. I wish I knew about this like years and years and years and years ago. If you don't know what it is, Kickoff is a smart, legit credit hack with no catch and no credit check. It's so simple. You make on-time Kickoff payments over the account lifetime. Credit bureaus see your good behavior and your credit grows. Signing up is super simple too. You can sign up in minutes from your phone. Also use autopay to build that credit while you sleep and you don't have to worry about missing a payment. That is like one of the biggest tips I would have.
Kickoff is the #1 credit building app out there. It has over 100,000 positive reviews on the App Store and 98% are 5 stars. Join over 1 million people building credit with a Kickoff credit account today. Get your first month for $1 at getkickoff.com/prettybasic today. That's Kickoff without the C. Get KIKOFF.com/prettybasic. Special offer applies to new Kickoff Premium customers for their first month only. Subject to approval and only available on getkickoff.com/podcast. Terms of offer are subject to change.
We love Macy's here on the Pretty Basic podcast. The Macy's Memorial Day sale starts from May 22nd to May 27th. By the time you are listening to this, we are planning our outfits for our Korea and Japan trip. I am so excited. And If you guys didn't know, there is going to be a ton of walking and public transportation that Rem and I are going to be doing. And I just want to explore all of the different areas. And I'm looking forward to the Macy's website sale because I'm definitely wanting to get like a cute tote bag so I can just put everything like my vlog camera when we do like, you know, snacks or water or whatever. And there's this one tote I'm looking at on Macy's website and the sale has 15% off handbags and shoes. So wait, actually, Rem, we should share some of the things we've been loving on the site. This is perfect.
Ooh, okay, wait. Let me look at the website now and see if there's anything that I want, and you can take the floor.
Okay, the first thing I saw were the Steve Madden. There were these like pointed toe flats. I think they were the Greya buckled ones. It's been a while since I've worn some, and these ones seriously look like the perfect shoe. So you can just style it so many different ways. They're comfortable. You can walk in them. I'm just torn because there's like this red patent pair that I really like, but I also feel like black could be a little more, you know, classic, goes with everything. Did you find anything yet?
Okay, I'm seeing the Steve Madden flats that you were talking about. These are so cute and so you. I personally can't wear a ballet flat because I already have the shortest legs in the world. So I need like something with a little bit of a heel, but I think they'd look so cute on you. So shop the Macy's Memorial Day sale from May 22nd through May 27th. It ends so soon. Let us know what you get.
You'll find brands such as Sunglass Hut, Barnes & Noble, DKNY, and Steve Madden on sale at Macy's.com. The next thing I've been loving, I'm so shocked. So shocked. Because usually I don't buy anything from this brand. Not anything. Usually
this brand couldn't get a penny.
Usually this brand sucks. I had one of our makeup artists one time use this color on me and I was like, what is on my lips? I'm buying 4. Like 4. What is it? I need this in my collection. And Arrows is like, oh, this is Kylie Cosmetics lip liner.
What shade?
Kylie.
Oh.
It only comes in the lip kit, which sucks because I have 4 of the liquid lipsticks.
You need that drying ass liquid lipstick.
So I need to find someone to give those to but the lip liner, oh my God. I had it on at Coachella. I literally was like, I need this. I bought it and like, oh my God, I love it. It's so good.
Honestly, so sorry to just interrupt you.
How dare you? I'm kidding. Go ahead. I was done.
Kylie Cosmetics for me is a hit or a miss.
Exactly.
It's such a hit or a miss. I also had one of the glosses from her line tried on me. Loved it. It's like a pink sparkly gloss called like Daddy's Girl or something. It's really cute. But then I also like found this lip liner. I'm a nude brownie lip girl through and through. I like pink, I like red, I like those, but they just don't look good on me. I feel like the only thing that looks good is like a brown nude. And she has a specific shade called, I think it's like iced latte or something that a makeup artist used on me. And I was like, this is going to be my new lip liner. It's incredible. Blah, 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 blah. Later on in the day, my lips were green.
What?
It oxidized to be green. And I texted the makeup artist. It was Alexis. I texted Alexis. I was like, hey, by the way, love this liner, but it turned green. She's like, what the heck? Like, that's so weird. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
The other ones did that too?
And then she said she used it on another client, like tried it out, turned green again.
No.
So I don't know if it was just like a bad lip liner or a bad batch. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Hit or miss for sure, but the glosses.
You should try I think you'll like it because it's more of a brown.
The Kylie
one. I think you'll like it. I think you'll really like it. This morning I just bought, he used another Kylie Cosmetic lip liner on me today, but the new pencil ones.
Ooh, oh, the ones that are wood?
The wooden ones.
Yeah, those are cute. Daddy's Girl.
Daddy's Girl. And I bought 3 of them because I'm wearing it today. I don't know if it's still on from my drink that I had, or if it's green.
When you have a lip liner that you like, though, you need multiple because you need it at your vanity, you need it in your purse, you need it in your car,
and
exactly. Everywhere.
The Precision Pout lip liner in the color comes naturally. I just bought 4 of them. Great. Even Ashley came down. She goes, what lip product did you use? And I go, I just bought 4. I'll give you one.
Another makeup favorite that I have is from Huda Beauty.
Ooh. Is it what I think it is?
I don't know. Should we say it at the same time?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Foundation.
Snatch.
Oh, never mind.
I do love her foundation. Honestly, everything that I've tried from Huda Beauty is amazing. Also, I believe it's her sister has a perfume company called Kayali. Amazing.
That
Eat
makes
an apple.
sense because it was under the Huda. I just placed a Sephora order the other day and it was under that. And I was kind of confused because I'm like, what's the correlation here?
Yeah, I think it's her sister's brand. And then they also have like a skincare company, all Huda Beauty stuff. Amazing. I've literally never tried anything that I don't love. But specifically, you know how she has those loose powders that are really popular? The Easy Snatch? Something like that?
Good job.
I think I got it wrong, but like the loose powder is
compact
really
ones that you're talking
popular.
about?
Yes. She just dropped a line of it's like the loose powders that's pressed into a powder.
I almost placed it in my cart for when I placed that Sephora order.
You know what? I'll give you one of them. Okay, so I have been loving it. It's called the Easy Bacon Snatch, and I've been getting a lot of comments about my makeup lately.
No,
I did.
Oh my
do it
God,
today.
I was skimming through the comments on the past few episodes for Pretty Basic, and people were like, "Remi is glowing," and I was like, "She is."
Thank you so much. I truly this year have embraced doing more of my own makeup. We used to get glam a lot for PB, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and do it myself because I need to work out this muscle, and I've been honestly enjoying it. Like, it's my fun little
Kind of therapeutic
cathartic time to just release.
Also, we've learned so much from being able to work with such talented hair and makeup artists.
Absolutely.
Like, your hair, it looks good, bitch.
Thank you so much. And so this product though is a game changer. So I have quite a few shades. I'm going to give you one of them because I wasn't sure which, because I went to Sephora the other day and they had like one for warmer undertones, one for cooler undertones, but I saw Cherry Blossom, which is the pink one that kept blowing up for everybody on TikTok. So I was like, I want to try it even though I don't think it'll match my skin tone. It doesn't. I'll give you that one.
Oh my God, thank you.
Because it'll match you. But for me specifically, Banana Bread and Peach Pie have been incredible. It's just a pressed powder, but I will use like a little powder puff or a brush, and I'll go after I do like my whole routine of like primer, foundation, concealer, powder, the whole 9 yards. I'll go in with a little powder puff with this powder, like a baking powder. And I will go under my eyes. And also what has really changed my life is right under the contour, like on the cheekbones, underneath the cheekbones. Beyond. Lifts, snatches, looks amazing. And I love it. And that like changed my whole makeup routine.
Oh my God. Your makeup really has been looking so good.
Thank you so much.
Wait, you should do an updated like full tutorial.
I should.
That'd be fun.
Side note, little story at Coachella. I'm not going to like specifically say what or who, but let's just say I saw somebody who owns a brand of a product that I love, that I use every single day. And I was drunk. And in my drunk mind, I was like, this is going to be amazing.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm about to change the world right now. And so I like went up to them and I had the product with me, a little touch up on the go. And I like walk up to this person and I'm like, excuse me, I literally never met this person. It was weird for me to do, but I was
it wasn't.
If I was an owner of a brand and someone loved my product, I would like to hear.
Oh my, if we see anyone even in our merch, we're like, oh my God.
You know what? That's true. I walk up and I was like, tap, tap, excuse me. And they turn around. I'm like, I just want to let you know. And I had the product with me. This changed my life. And they were nice, but they like weren't as nice as I was expecting.
I would say they were neutral. Like they definitely were like,
I think I felt like I bothered them, but I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. But they were just like, thank you. What shade? And I said the shade. And then they were like, I was like, truly, like, you changed my life with this product. And they're like, thank you. And I was like, oh,
it was giving like,
aww.
You're my fan. That goes back to not wanting to meet your idols because you're scared it's gonna like, not that they were your idol, but you know, it kind of like ruins it.
It wasn't bad. It's like what, not like they're like in my face. Yes. But it definitely, I was expecting more of like oh my God, like so glad. I was just like mwah.
Mwah, bye.
Anyways, okay.
No, I get it.
Any more favorite products?
Oh my God. Honestly, there's the hairbrush we've been talking about.
Yes.
So that's one for both of us.
Yes.
And I know there's a whole bunch of different variations.
It's like a thermal round brush.
The thermal round brush. I got mine on Amazon.
I did as well.
It was still, do you have the pink one, the same one?
I have a green one.
Okay. Do you have the main one?
No. That's the brand?
The main Addicts one?
No, I don't.
Okay, I know they just came out with one. Mine, I think it's from like K&K Professional.
Okay.
It still was expensive. It still was like it was still basically $100.
Yeah.
But I remember I got that one because there was a cheaper one on TikTok Shop for like $40, but I was like, I'd rather just pay a little extra and hopefully it lasts longer.
I love TikTok Shop. I do.
I do too. I
love it.
But some I will say, some seem too good to be true. When I see some of those like deals and things, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way, but who knows?
I don't know. I bought a charger that was too good to be true,
and it was great,
and it works. Oh my God, great.
Ashley was wearing a really pretty blue sweater yesterday, and we went to this coffee shop I need to take you to. Oh my God, it's so cute, and they actually have outlets and tables to work at.
Unheard of in LA.
Unheard of in LA. And the barista said she liked Ashley's sweater, and Ashley goes, "Oh, thank you so much. It's TikTok Shop." And I looked at her, I was like, I would have guessed that was like Reformation or something. Like it literally looked so nice.
I love that it's TikTok shop.
It's TikTok shop. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, the brush I did end up actually buying was from Amazon, and it was still like $100, but it is actually really nice. Especially, I feel like the 90s big hair blowout, curtain bangs, Sabrina Carpenter, that look is just, people are loving it right now. And I'm loving it too.
I use
my own version
today.
of it, you know.
I love it. Also, because like there's the ones that are like there's the Dyson Airwrap. There's also the ones that are like the Revlon one where it blows hot air. These are just like
dry.
a heated dry. Yeah. I like it because I can watch my YouTube videos at the same time without having to put headphones on. Do you feel that way too?
Oh, where it's like, wah.
Yeah, instead of like, which is fine. I'm just like, I have to go get my headphones. I love it though. I used it today and I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of it, but I will say it falls pretty quickly. With that though, I just got the Color Wow root. I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's like a root spray, like a volumizing. Oh my God, that stuff is amazing. And I got their mousse because I saw online if you use mousse in your hair before you do it, it'll stay. So far, we're so good. But
oh my God, I wish it was out a year ago. I'm sure there was one, I just didn't know about it. Because when I had my bangs, I got like a tiny round brush, and that was the best way I learned how to style my bangs because it's hard to style bangs
with a hair dryer.
With yes, I would do that with a blow dryer.
My brain cannot compute that.
I know. It was just like a lot more work, and I really feel like this brush would have been perfect for me. But I'm debating cutting my bangs again. I keep talking about it.
Yeah.
The thing is I was like low key about to do it. I actually was gonna do it for Coachella one day, and then I just never did. Then I made a TikTok about it. I was like, should I cut my bangs? Should I not? And I got a lot of comments being like, yes, they look so good on you, but wait till after summer because that sounds miserable. And I was like,
that's
oh
a
my
really
God.
good point.
Because I did cut mine in summer, but it was towards like August. Like it was towards the end, and you do have to do them every single day.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So I do think I'm gonna wait till fall, or at least like later summer.
That's a really good point. Yeah. Sweaty bangs sounds really annoying.
And breaking out and just all of it.
Did you break out when you had bangs?
If I didn't wash them frequent enough, because
the
oil more than anything. I feel like I would notice myself getting like, or just like product if I have like a wax stick or like, I don't know, like, but yeah, I did notice like small breakout. Nothing crazy, but
interesting.
The sweat, all that nastiness.
Speaking of sweat, another favorite that I have right now is Pilates.
Yes.
I did challenge myself to go to Pilates every single day till we left for Asia. I didn't go today because A, I wanted to sleep, and B, my body was pretty sore. So I'm trying to be intuitive and listen to my body, but I've been going a lot frequently. It's not Legree, it's just regular Pilates. And I have to say, I have been loving it because I learned, which this kind of leads into, I guess, the next conversation we can have, which last episode I talked about how I've been obviously for the past year working on my hormones and seeing a PCOS specialist. And I've gone into detail a lot over the past year since seeing her. But we're coming up literally, as you're listening to this, on the 1 year since I saw
oh my God, already?
My specialist. Yeah. Which
Holy
I feel
crap.
like it's been longer. I feel like it's been a month and also like 4 years at the same time.
Yeah.
But I've been loving Pilates specifically because something that I've learned through PCOS and doing research is that low impact exercise is the best if you have high cortisol. And Pilates is amazing for that. And I can feel a genuine change in my body.
Good.
I've only gone like 15 times now, but it's been so great and has been honestly just like great for my own physical strength, for my mental. I feel like I just have such better days when I am taking care of myself. Obviously, this all goes without saying, like that's the whole thing about working out.
Yeah.
But it's been really good and I really like it and I enjoy it and I feel myself getting stronger, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Something that I guess goes into the next conversation. I mean, like I weigh myself periodically, and I haven't been losing weight on the scale, but I can feel my body changing.
Yeah.
But I honestly like this time around with I don't even want to call it a weight loss journey because I'm not trying to lose weight. Yeah, my health journey. The biggest thing is just like, I guess, hormone journey.
There you go.
I'm going to say that. The biggest thing with this hormone journey is like, I literally don't care about my weight or the number on the scale or anything to do with that. But I can like just feel my body changing, which has been really nice and just feeling myself getting stronger.
Well, I mentioned I was looking at comments the past few weeks. I saw a lot of comments of people wanting you to like dive more into hormones and stuff.
Yes.
Or like PCOS. So obviously this is only if you want to, but I don't know if you want people to like send in questions. We could do like more in depth later or something about that. Cause I've seen that difference and I feel like, I don't know, as your friend, it's been so awesome to see. And I just feel like I know. I don't know. I know a lot of people look up to you and like would love to like, hear more about it. I just know you, and I know you're like, oh, like, is this interesting? But I'm like, yes, like people want that.
I think it's really boring, but I did see all of those comments too. People saying they wanted me to talk about it more. So I totally will. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section of this video, and we can like do a whole episode on that if you guys want, because so many women and people in general struggle with hormones and we don't even know for so long. And I've talked about this again. I feel like it sounds boring and I sound like a broken record, but I truly did not know that what I was experiencing and feeling my whole life was not normal. And it's just been the most eye-opening, invigorating,
like validating too.
Validating experience to figure it all out. And I'm still not like fully there, but just even like when we were doing on Basically Unfiltered, like we did this little segment where Alisha and I read quotes from
our past
videos to Zayn and Heath, and they had to guess.
That was actually funny.
Really
funny.
Who said the quote and vice versa. And just like we had old clips of, obviously things we said.
Yeah.
And it is so crazy. Even just looking at clips from like a year and a half ago, seeing myself, not even like weight wise, because like obviously I look differently because I lost weight, but I've lost weight before. Like I've gone on like quote unquote health journeys before, but it's crazy that I had so many symptoms and things going on that I didn't even know. Like for instance, my face, I had something called moon face. I mean, granted, I just was overweight in general, and I'm technically still right now. If you look at what's that thing?
Fuck that thing.
What's that
I know
thing?
What you're talking about.
That
the chart?
BMI. Fuck the BMI. I mean, I'm like obese on the BMI still, but I feel so much healthier than I have in my life before.
No, that's like, I distinctly remember I think I was in 5th or 6th grade getting a physical, and the chart said I was obese, and the girl was like, oh, it's just because like you're tall, and like I got that my whole life. Like, oh, it's just because, and like, oh my God.
It's so antiquated, as well as that president's fitness test.
Oh my God.
It's antiquated.
No. You were saying like visibly seeing yourself.
Moon face is such a big side effect or a symptom of like PCOS, high cortisol, all those things. It's just like when your face is so swollen and from all the hormone imbalances. And so looking at that video, I was like, oh my God, I'm sure a part of it was also because I was overweight, but just like when I started to actually get my hormones regulated, like my face is the first thing
like
that started to lose
almost.
weight. Yeah. And I think it's just because like so much of that facial swelling was because of imbalances.
Oh no, it makes so much sense.
And I've just
like, regardless of any weight, you would still have that symptom.
We should talk about it with Cal on here too when we do our next episode, because Cal, like you guys have obviously like seen the biggest changes in my hormone balancing. But it's been amazing. I'm almost a year on being properly medicated between, and I've talked about this before, but I started off on semaglutide, which I was really scared to do just for myself, and also scared to share with people because obviously there have been so many people in the public eye who had abused it that gave it a really bad rap. And I was so nervous because I didn't want people to think that I was abusing it or that I was on it for the wrong reasons. But I was on that for a while and then switched to a different medication. And I've been on like a bunch of supplements and all these things. I've had a whole journey over this past year. And it was the best thing that I ever did, truly.
Can we think back to a year ago? Because I remember you calling me the second you got in your car.
Oh my God.
And you were crying.
I could cry just thinking about that.
And like, I remember you being so defeated, thinking, what if this is another thing that doesn't work?
Yeah.
And we were like, let's just go full force and like trust this doctor and like, let's just give it one more try. And like, here you are, a whole new person. Like, that's a huge victory and like something you need to celebrate. Like,
thank you.
Truly.
I'm so happy because I'm so happy it worked, because I was at that point too where I was like, I don't know how many more of these attempts and like guinea pig instances I could be put in with them not working and putting my body through this medication and then like the weaning off of it and back on and off and off. Like, it was just a lot. And so I'm so happy it worked out just for how I feel. Truly, I've never felt more alive and happy and peaceful than how I feel right now.
I love that so much. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. And thank you for always supporting me from like, I mean, in general, but also like, especially in the past year, because it was definitely trying and I was definitely so scared of everything. And I wouldn't have been able to do it all without you guys. So thank you.
I mean, duh. I feel like I did nothing.
Oh, are you kidding me? I feel like I had so many like breakdowns about it, and having you even just listen means the world to me.
Bare minimum as a friend.
No, there are a lot of friends who wouldn't. So thank you.
No, I can take a compliment. Clearly I can't. Because I'm like, no.
But thank you.
Oh my God, no, of course.
I don't want to just like leave it at that, because I know a lot of people wanted to ask things, but we could do a full
I think questions would be really cool, because I feel like there's things you wouldn't even think to bring up, and there's things I wouldn't know to ask.
Yeah.
Versus
specifics.
Like specifics.
I think the only thing that
even something like moon phase, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I didn't know that. Like I knew that your face could be puffy. I didn't know there's a term for it. You know.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of things that would be validating, even just for people to hear, whether they struggle with it or not, knowing that, oh, that is a side effect, or that is a symptom you had, and maybe they'll never have it.
True.
But at the same time, like, I don't know.
I mean, like, because a lot of people, a big telltale sign of PCOS is like facial hair. Yes. Yeah. And like, there are a lot of symptoms that I haven't personally experienced. There are ones that I have.
Especially ones that aren't the stereotypical kind.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people go undiagnosed for years of anything when they're like, well, that's not, I don't have that because I don't have XYZ. Like even when I struggled with my depression for a minute, I remember being like, but I can get up certain days. And then finally my psychiatrist was like, no, that's still depression. Like I was like, oh, but I always pictured it how I've seen it in movies or whatever, where someone's or other friends or like, you know what I mean? So I think that's interesting.
I remember like seeing a list of symptoms and thinking like, oh, well, I only have 2 out of these 6. So I must not have a severe case. Yeah. And then actually looking at my panels and the doctor being like, yeah, this shows that you have severe case. And I was like, oh, I thought because I don't have 4 out of the 6 symptoms that I would be less severe. So it's, I mean, granted, I'm not a doctor. And that's what I still teeter a lot with is I haven't shared specifically like doses or a lot of specific medications, a lot of specific supplements that my doctor has me on, because everybody's different. So I've been very careful to not do that, share that stuff. And I don't know if like, should I not?
I think there's nothing wrong with sharing it, but there is something wrong with being like, hey guys, like go start at this one. Like you don't need to take XYZ first, take this one. Like, I think that's where it's messed up, where it's like if I'll use it the way I know it with like my Zoloft, I would never tell someone like, oh, your doctor said 20, just go up to 40 because that's when it'll really work. Like I would never do something like that because that's you playing the role of doctor. Yeah. And it's like, I can say my own experiences, but that's also only my experience and what I've been told to do by a professional. Like you can share those things.
I think I'm just so scarred from being so candid about everything and knowing people went and did things, probably knowing that they did, because I get DMs like, I did this because you did. I'm like, wait. Then I found out like a year later that I wasn't supposed to be on that. I was like, oh my God, all these people.
But maybe it helps someone. And also I will say,
but still.
More than anything, I think we can dive into you finding the right doctor.
Yes, because I like that.
Like, what were things from your past doctors you had red flags about but didn't listen to? Or like things about that of like, because it doesn't matter what medication anyone ever gets on, or like, it's like, how did you get there?
For sure.
How did you have enough willpower and tenacity and will to live to like do another attempt? Do you know what I mean? Like, that would be really interesting to dive into.
I love that. Okay, well, ask us questions down below if you guys want me to do a whole Q&A. If you don't, we don't have to.
If you don't, comment below that you don't. And
hi, I don't want this actually.
Comment below the couch emoji. There better be no fucking couches in there. I'm kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to our Girly Pop episode. This really was one for the girlies.
Yes. And make sure you're following our vlog channels, TikToks, Instagrams, because we'll be capturing all of the Tokyo Seoul content for you guys.
Oh my God, I cannot.
It's going to be so much fun. And we've got some fun episodes coming up for you guys very soon. We've got Cal coming on. We've got Ollie and Cal coming on. We've got Laura and Manny coming on. We've got
us
a hormone special episode coming up.
Yeah, we do. We got to plan it, but we do.
We do have that coming up. So love you guys so much. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.